What is happening, bros? Welcome to another exciting edition of TT Showbiz Talks. Only this episode is extra special because there is no TT Showbiz. This is TT Showbiz's father. I'm afraid to say my son done got arrested. He cheated the Birdman for his nests and his diamonds, and they were counterfeit diamonds. So now he's in jail for like 20 days. I'm so ashamed of my son. He's destroyed the family line. But we got viewers. Gotta keep you happy. So I'll be taking over for the week. Maybe even the foreseeable future, if I like it. I haven't decided yet. Don't judge me, and don't follow me on Twitter, because I won't speak back. I got with me some guests here. I got Mixer executive producer of the TT Showbiz Talks. Now, I'm a little new, so go easy on me there, producer. Don't nope. Fire me. Oh, you're gonna fire me if I do something bad?
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, I'm not nervous. Okay. And we have our guest. I almost completely forgot about him. His name is Jorge Johnson. He hails from Tallahassee, Florida, and he is a plumber. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Actually, it's Tampa, Florida.
Oh, it's Tampa?
Sorry, yeah, a lot of people get that mixed up.
I'm so sorry, producer. I swear, I didn't make this mistake.
Yeah,
it was the writer. It was all his fault.
This is unacceptable.
I'll do better, I swear. Just give me a chance. What, one chance?
One more try.
Okay. Sorry to say that, everybody. So,
it's all good. It's a small thing.
Georgie. Can I call you Georgie?
No.
What about Georgiavin?
Sure.
What about Georgiavir?
Sure.
I like Georgiavin. We're going to go with that one.
Okay.
So, what do you do?
I'm a plumber from Tampa, Florida. I've been plumbing those plums for at least 15 years now.
Plumbing those plums. Ain't no stopping now.
Plumbing them plums. I ain't going to be stopping anytime.
Congratulations, by the way.
For what?
For doing it for so long.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a real man to plumb the plums.
It takes a man to plumb the plums
without
when you're in the
Plumbingville.
Exactly. And,
become a bum, like my son.
With all the dangers in Florida, it makes a very intense and...
yeah.
It keeps you on your toes.
It's a mighty scary place.
All the different obstacles. So,
if you don't mind me asking, what made you decide to become a plumber?
Well, you see, when I was a little boy, my dad was actually a welder.
Really?
Yes, and then he got fired.
Oh.
And the only thing that held the family together was his plumbing.
But he was a welder.
He was a welder.
But somehow he knew how to plumb?
Yeah, so basically, as he was welding, he would weld toilets and sinks.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. It was very industrial. It was very industrial.
So one thing led to another.
Exactly.
Wait, so he'd weld the toilets to the sinks?
Yes, it was a family-owned patent of a toilet sink that was combined. But it was all made of metal, so it had to be welded. So
metal toilet seat?
It was very popular. Yeah, it was very popular. It was very
sounds
easy
a little
to clean.
chilling to the cheeks, don't you think?
Well, it's Florida, so it never really gets that cold.
Right, because of the hot weather.
Yeah, all of our products normally only sold in hotter climates because of that reason.
Right, because you put them in the sun, the hot metal will burn them.
Yes.
The opposite of cold.
And if people did that, for instance, some people would have a really big window next to their toilet, and
a window?
Yes, but it had blinds and stuff. Of course.
I hope there's no peeping toms in the yard.
No. And basically, what they would do to save on energy is they would raise the blinds when they're not using it, and it would cook eggs and different stuff.
Like the ancient Greeks.
They did the exact same thing.
They cooked their eggs just like that.
That's where we actually got a lot of our design from in doing that.
I didn't know there was so much history.
There really is. It's crazy when you think about it.
So what education goes into becoming a plumber?
Well, from how I started, I won a lottery ticket, and but instead of money, it was a trade.
A trade?
Yes. I was really hoping it was going to be like $1 million or something cool, but instead it was just like, oh yeah, and then you get to go to trade school.
But what if you don't want to go to trade school?
I mean, at that time it was better than what I had. I was just working at like Burger King, and that's.
You were making the McBurgers?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Were you the guy who did the foot lettuce?
No, he was my cousin.
He was your cousin?
Yes.
Did he get fired?
No, actually he didn't. Burger King has very low standards, but
Did they promote him?
don't tell him I said that.
Your secret's safe with me, right, Mr. Producer?
Yes, please.
Yes, it will be safe.
Don't worry, you can trust him. He wears a suit.
Yeah, I mean, and like, what's with that suit? Because I've never seen a suit that has like badges all over it, and it's like a very blue and red suit.
These are my ranks.
Oh, your ranks.
Yes.
So like producers, active, they have different things.
This shows I'm in charge.
We have the same kind of stuff in plumbing school.
Really?
As you can see from my picture on the title.
Yeah, you really look like you know what you're doing.
Exactly. It's the gray shirts. They really.
The gray shirts, they cover up all the dirt?
Yeah, exactly. You can get a lot of stains out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do you keep your teeth so white?
Drugs.
Drugs?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you like brush your teeth with them?
No, so basically your teeth whitening are promoted by vitamin WX.
WX.
Exactly. Nobody really hears about it, but I learned about it from my studies in trade school. I was getting notes from one of the guys, and I saw on his notes.
Right, one of the guys.
Exactly. He
knew about
that.
WX.
Exactly.
So, like, did you bring any WX?
With me here?
I'd like to have
studio?
white teeth.
Yeah, no, I normally leave that in Florida. The government normally likes to, try to,
Oh, like ration it out?
Exactly.
There's not enough WX to go around?
Exactly. I can only, my family doesn't get any either.
I'm still on the wait list for WX. I've been on there for like 3 years.
Oh, so you already knew about it?
Right, but I haven't even got my first drop yet.
Yeah. It takes a while. It took me,
yeah, because
after
all
my
you
father
Floridas
passed away.
are hogging it up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people from the country go to Florida, so, we try to keep everybody looking good.
Well, don't you think that's a little greedy?
No.
What if I want some?
I mean, we're in Delaware, so...
Oh!
Nobody...
So you're saying because me and my son live in Delaware that we're a bunch of country bumpkins?
Yeah.
You would be right.
Whatever bumpkins mean.
Well, you see, a bumpkin is a guy who bonks on the pumpkins.
Oh, is there a lot of pumpkins here?
Yeah, I got a lot of bumping to do later.
Okay.
But sorry, I'm sidetracking you there, Mr. Jonavere Johnson boy.
I'm actually a man.
I'll decide the judge of that, okay? I'm a man, and my son was a man, but he's in jail.
He's in jail, apparently.
Because of you.
Wait, because of me?
No, I'm sorry.
You
I
asked
just
me
like
to-
to say that to everybody.
You asked me to get here.
I did. Please don't go. Mr. Producer, I'm sorry. Please don't let him go. Please, give me another chance.
Maybe.
Oh, okay, you said maybe. So, sorry, so what kind of tools do you bring to the job? For being a plumber, how do you plumb?
So, the art of plumbing requires many different tools, especially the little tools that are very sharp, and then the bigger tools that are very dull.
They're very dull?
Yeah, they're really dull.
Why is that?
Well, sometimes you need a dull tool,
To hit someone in the head?
Exactly. Hit someone or something. There's been many times where things try to interfere with my plumbing. So
Interfere?
Exactly. So
What beasts are lurking in the pipes below?
Well, you see, being in Florida, we've actually had sightings of Bigfoot, but...
In the pipes?
Well, no, he clogs the pipes.
Oh.
Exactly, yeah, if you can imagine what that looks like.
Well, all he's eating is sticks and berries. It goes right through you.
Yeah, he's conspiring with the gators to clog up the entire infrastructure of the Florida plumbing
The
system.
dirty gators.
So our plumbing business actually specifies in relieving the clogs that they cause.
The gators cause?
Yeah, the gators make nests. The Sasquatches, they just completely clog it up with, you know. This
Their
is a
stuff.
kids show, so I can't say.
You mean,
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. I understand because I'm a man.
Yeah, we all are.
Because my son, he wouldn't understand that. He's only 12.
Wow. I mean, I heard the podcast a couple of times. I don't know if he sounded 12.
He uses a voice filter.
Did he hit puberty very early?
He hit at 6.
Oh,
We all go through that.
I mean, I didn't.
You didn't?
No, I hit puberty more like around like 13 or 14.
Well, I hit it at 30.
Oh. So you haven't gone through it either.
Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. We was talking about gators. Right, Mr. Producer?
Yes.
Right, I do whatever he says because he pays me in breakfast cereal.
Oh, breakfast cereal.
So, Mr. Johnson, do the gators like live in the pipes, like in like those tiny pipes? How they get in them?
So
That's a good question.
basically, how it happens is the big gators, especially the ones you find in the zoos, those ones are the worst because they find where the stupid little drains are, and they clog them up because they poop their little eggs in them, and then
That's how they do
the
it.
mini gators swim around in the poop filters, and then they grow because they're feeding off of the bacteria and stuff.
Wow.
And then they grow so much that they just clog the filters up, and then they can't move, they die, and then it's just the entire thing's clogged up.
So it's full of dead gators
Yeah, from the zoos especially.
from the zoos.
Our company is suing every zoo in Florida because nobody does this. Everyone else, they do it fine. And it's so frustrating because nobody, like, puts any kind of stuff on the drains.
I heard about that. That's crazy.
I've been trying to put it in newspapers and everything, but
And no one's listening?
All we can do is sue them, and so far,
What
it
if-
hasn't really gone far.
Are you going to
zoos.
resort to violence?
We try not to resort to violence.
Good.
Because it's a gator, you know, it's not really a...
If you did, I'd have to tase you.
Oh, wouldn't that be violence?
No, because you deserved it.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
if it's not violence against you.
It's violence against the gators.
Yeah. But no, but I'm not inciting violence against gators. It's towards
Towards the
people who
zookeepers
build it.
of the
Exactly.
gator. Oh, why did you say
Exactly.
so? Let's burn it down.
It's poor constructing.
They just don't. They don't listen.
Exactly.
I feel your pain.
But so to answer your question, Mr. Producer, that's the biggest problem is with the zoos. But there are other problems in where people like to spend less money on their piping, and the piping naturally, when you spend less, it's bigger. So the smaller the piping, the more expensive.
Oh.
The bigger the piping. It's weird in plumbing land. It's just
So you get more material for less?
Exactly, yes. And so when they spend a lot less, they make all these cheap buildings and cheap plumbing lines and different things. It's huge. You'd be so surprised, but people never see it underneath the floors and underneath the houses, so
What's
they don't even
down
know.
there?
That's crazy.
Exactly, and so it's so big because they want to spend such less money that these giant gators can just swim on through,
Yeah.
and they're using it to their advantage. They're learning and they're taking control over these kinds of things.
Will they? Have they journeyed out of the toilets before?
Not really. Only the little baby ones have, because the big ones obviously can't fit up through the toilets.
Right.
But the little baby ones can go up there.
I just don't want any gators biting my britches.
Yeah. Well then don't move to Florida.
Is there any way to protect against that?
Again, our company has put out many different products to protect against this. We have little filters that go on the piping, and it's like microscopic filters, so like nothing can get through.
Gator-proofed.
Exactly, and they're made of steel, so they can't chomp through it either. We have different sizes for all different size piping, but again, nobody buys it.
Nobody buys it.
It's horrible.
It's crazy.
I'm literally gonna start a new state or country or something and I'm going to
I
implement
would join.
all of these things. And you're going to watch. I'm going to bring gators there on purpose, just to prove.
Just show him who's boss.
Exactly.
So, how do you get the gators out? Like, do you have to ask them to leave?
So, after asking them, so basically, what we do is, when the gator is stuck in the pipe, we have to send down kind of like when you have like internal problems in like your
innards
body. How they send that little camera down your nose and goes all the way down. We have the same kind of thing, but it's a little speaker. And we've actually learned from some of our friends at the zoos, the good zoos, not from Florida. We learned the gators' communication, and they make little clicking noises. And so we have a little speaker on the bottom of that line, so it goes all the way down in the tube, and then it speaks sweet nothings to the alligators, and it goes, please leave. And like they leave eventually. If they don't though, then we go to the second option, and that is it's basically a giant vacuum, and
a giant vacuum.
yeah, it just kind of sucks them out.
So have you ever had any like stubborn gators that just don't really want to leave? But like, what's your motivational methods for those gators?
Motivational message.
Why do they want to leave the pipes? What's in it for them?
Well, again, you have to put yourself in the mind of a gator. Their whole mindset is to take over their territory that has been taken over. So they're trying to reclaim some of the places that we've taken from them. So our kind of motivation, we even have these like blow up girl alligators that we kind of put towards the entrance. And we
Does that really work?
It does. Cause,
wow.
I mean, if I'm being honest, they're kind of stupid, and so we like spray them with like alligator musk and stuff, and like the alligators they swim out so fast.
What does alligator musk smell like?
If you can think of a peacock eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I can picture that quite clearly.
Yes, that's what it smells like.
Huh. I think I have some of that.
Really?
Yeah. Just the other day I had a sandwich with a peacock. But it was a BLT. Will that still work?
No. It has to be peanut butter and jelly sandwich because the alligators are more attracted to that sweet.
The sweet nothings?
Exactly, the sweet
I feel like the
nothings.
bacon would be salty. You'd be like slapping them in the face.
That's more for like hippopotamuses and stuff.
Oh, really? They like a little salt?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, little meaty bits.
Exactly, because, I mean, they're out in the desert a lot, so, they got to keep that water in.
Keep the juices. The sweet, sweet
The
juices.
sweet juices of which we don't mention.
So you mentioned earlier a clicker speaker that goes up its nose, if I'm correct?
No, so we use it to go down the piping.
The piping, but
Exactly.
not the gator.
Not the gator. Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
maybe you were shoving it down the gator's nose or something.
No. That
Do you
would
ever
be
put
animal
music?
cruelty.
Do the gators like music?
Not really. We've tried that only like once or twice. They haven't
singing's
really
terrible, isn't
responded
it?
well. Yeah, I guess you could say we're still kind of testing ambient noises and things, but they definitely don't like rap.
They don't like rap?
Oh, definitely not.
Well, I actually
If
wrote
you-
a little ditty. You want to hear it for alligators?
Are you trying to make my job worse?
No, I think it'll work. But you criticize because you're the gator man.
Oh, okay.
Producer. Can I sing a song?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Gators, I love you. Come on out. It's okay. You won't be made into a steak today. I promise you might get paid. How's that?
That was weird.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a rap, but I guess not.
Other than they don't like rap.
Exactly.
Oh, so that would get them out.
No.
It'll get them in.
No.
Well, don't
Yes.
you want to play music they don't like, so they don't want to be there? Or else, like, if you're playing the good music, then they'll want to stay.
They'll want to go where the good music is.
No, so basically, when you play bad music to alligators, it just makes them more infuriated and makes them do even more damage. That's when pipes break,
That's why they break, not because of winter.
Exactly, not in the winter, because pipes break. It's because of alligators down south.
It's a big misconception.
So that song you just sang, what I'll do, since it had no rap in it, I think it might work. And if we voice mod it to make it sound a little bit more alligatory
Right.
and feminine,
It could work.
that could actually really work.
Can you do an alligator voice impression?
In my professional opinion, I think they probably sound like, I'm an alligator!
Wow, they have such a sweet little voice.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably
It makes me
fall
think of
asleep listening
children dancing.
to it. In a field?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's what I thought.
Dude. We'll have to, like, drink some gator juice over that. Reminiscing.
Gator juice?
Gatorade, of course.
Oh, Gatorade.
Gator's favorite drink.
You know, they actually
Buy
hate
some
it.
now. Mr. Producer told me to do an ad.
Oh?
This is his fault. Look, you're one crack away from getting fired, Mr. Producer.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry, please. I'm just stressed about my son. He's in jail, and it's making it really hard for me. I gotta pay for my Thanos.
We'll keep talking like that, and you'll join him in jail.
Oh!
Oh, okay. Keep it together. Oh.
Oh dear.
Okay. Sorry you had to see that. Sorry you had to hear that, viewers.
So, I heard the Gators have the national anthem. It's
They-
really popular. Can you sing it for us?
I can try. I heard the anthem, but I've yet to actually hear them themselves sing it.
Oh.
So, but what I know is it goes.
Ah, yes.
That was beautiful.
Thank
So,
you.
if they have an anthem, is there a gator president?
Yeah, so there's always an alpha gator in the whole community swamp. And so we're still trying to track down where that gator is, because we imagine
I see.
he's the one that's been sending a lot of the gators out, and also conspiring with the zoos to send the worst gators into the zoos in Florida.
Ah, so he's like the mastermind.
Exactly.
So-
exactly.
Is he the one responsible for all the gator nukes?
Gator nukes?
I heard in recent developments, this just in, the gators have made nukes out of bog water and fly juice.
I mean, when I've done my plumbing, I've found things like that. I've always wondered what it was, though.
Wow.
I don't think it was ever radioactive, though.
Did you ever blow one up just to make sure?
No. None of our equipment really has sparks or any kind of, like, detonating equipment to them. So,
Right, you don't need detonators when you're plumbing.
Exactly.
Only when you're an electrician do you need detonators.
And again, I found this kind of stuff, and I report it to the local police,
But they
and
never
they do
listen.
nothing.
They do nothing about it.
They do nothing. There's literally bombs, and there's bombs in the sewers in Florida, but no one's doing
No one
anything.
It's crazy.
So okay.
That's what the earthquakes are caused by.
I don't know how many viewers you guys have,
Uh-huh.
but tell them all that if something is clogged in their toilets and they live in Florida, to don't light any matches.
No matches.
Don't do anything. Don't even turn on a light switch.
You heard that first. Don't do anything.
At that point, leave your house immediately, and call me.
Yes, call him.
Nobody else.
Nobody else.
Just me.
You can't call your wife.
You only can trust him.
You
Exactly.
can't call your mom or your dad.
You can't call the police.
You can't call your dog.
Maybe the president, but I've tried and he never.
You can't
picks
call the
up.
grocery store. You might be able to call your local Wawa, but only to get gas to then talk to him.
Definitely.
You've heard it first. Stay at home. Stay indoors.
And you know why Wawa picks up, right?
Why?
Because Wawa is slowly feeding that really bad gasoline into the sewers on purpose to fuel the gators. That's actually kind of where Gatorade comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually want to throw up now.
Because after the gators are like living in that kind of environment with all this gasoline fumes and stuff, after they kill them, there's different like juices that come out, and a
that's
lot of
Gatorade?
It, exactly.
So even the blue Gatorade comes from a gator?
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it like a blue alligator or like an organ that has blue juice?
Exactly. Yeah. No. Each organ has a different juice to it.
Oh, I'm really partial to the grape organ.
Yeah,
I think that's the bleagle spleen.
no, the bleagle splatter.
The bleagle splatter.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's a
That's-
very nice grapey taste.
Exactly.
Yes, it's good. I've always wondered where Gatorade comes from,
Exactly.
and I will never drink it again.
Now you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good, but
Yeah.
kind of disturbing knowing where it comes from.
So now that you're this big shot plumber and all, Georgie, my boy, how do you deal with all the publicity and the ladies?
Well, I'm already married, so if I ever were to do that, I would get in big trouble.
Okay.
So normally, how I deal with the ladies is they come up to me and I say, "Get away from me,"
that's a good strategy.
and then they cry and run away. So
Were these gator ladies?
I'm happy with that. No, people, ladies.
Are you sure they're
Humans.
not inflated people like the
Inflated?
inflated gator ladies you were talking about earlier?
Uh,
Are you sure you're working with real people?
Wait, so the gators are now setting up decoys for you? They're trying to lead you away from the plumbing?
I think you're getting conned by your own trick.
you know,
That's what it sounds like.
I've never thought about that. It's quite possible. Normally, the people that come up, though, I mean, they have like facial expressions and things. I would imagine.
But
a
they're always
blow-up-
waving, right? And just saying,
They are, yes, in a very mechanical manner. I've never understood it.
It's so beautiful.
So the gators, do they have like rival gangs? Like, where are the gang fights? Have you ever seen any?
They're mostly on the borders of Florida. Basically, how it goes is kind of like how our government works. You have different states, you know. So the Gators, their state is Florida, and so
Oh,
all
okay.
the Gators in that state have an alpha. And when the Gators cross the border a little bit, that's when the tension starts rising.
Oh, right.
So
Gator nukes start flying.
exactly,
And you know, when gator nukes are flying, pipes are bursting.
exactly. So
So when one of the pipes breaks, do you guys use Flex Seal? Like, what do the gators think about that?
So
Ooh.
we hired an inventor, I guess you could say. He was a very novice inventor in the realm of tape, and we funded him for a little bit to try this new tape, and it was so bad that we were going to fire him, but instead.
I'd fire him.
But instead, we actually gave him his own ad on TV. And
Wow.
all these people bought it, and so we just used that money to then invest in a lot more duct tape.
That's a great idea. I never thought
So
of
you
that.
basically, instead of firing the guy, you rewarded him for his bad behavior and simpleness.
Exactly. Yeah, so all these people
I
are buying...
can't say I'm familiar with this strategy.
So basically all these people in all these stores are selling Flex stuff. That came from us. But it's so bad and it never works that we just use all that money to then get more of the stuff that we know that does
Oh.
work is duct tape.
So do you guys have
see.
gator spies?
Gator Spies. So, we made little cameras. We call them plum cams. So
They like plums?
no, it's more of stuff that like plumbers like
Oh,
install.
plum cans, because you're the plumber boy.
Exactly.
Right.
And so it always hooks up to the plumbing.
And not to plums.
We don't have spies, but what we do is we spy on them with cameras. You know, it's the 20th century. Cameras are everywhere, even in the plumbing. That's how we gain research and different things from the alligators, big and small. So yeah, we basically, and like even if the customer, like we don't tell the customer about it. We figure, you know, it doesn't, they don't need to know really, because
Yeah, they don't
we don't
know
want
that.
them to worry too much
about the gators.
about gators. Yeah, exactly, like in their house. So we just install the cameras, and each camera comes with like a motion sensor. So if any gators come close, they make like a clicking noise to like scare them off.
So when a gator messes up, like what's the process of firing a gator?
Well, we don't employ them.
But what about
so
the
they're
spy
unpaid.
gators? You don't supply any spies?
No, we use cameras.
But there's no cameras on the spy
So they
gators.
don't even know they're spy.
No. So basically, we don't have spy gators. We put cameras in the plumbing system.
Oh.
Exactly.
But what do you pay the gator spies?
We don't have any.
I think what you're trying to tell me is you don't have gator spies?
I think he does, right?
I'm so confused.
That's
My
what he's trying
son
to
was
tell
so
us.
much better at this than I am. You know, he was inventor too once
I mean,
when he was 8.
we could invest. That might
Yeah.
not be a bad idea, using their own against them.
Yeah,
But
maybe you could pay them.
Gators are very, they're very loyal, and when you break that loyalty with Gators, you would have like civil wars within the Gator
Oh.
community.
Just like an elephant never forgets,
Exactly.
a gator never loses his trust,
Trust, exactly,
or else he will never trust you again. You can forget gator soup.
exactly right.
So I hear the gators are pretty crafty. Have they ever hacked the government? I mean,
See-
you're a plumber. I feel like they would probably brief you on this stuff because
Yes. So the Gators that I've worked with in Florida, I've worked with Gators, basically anywhere there was Gators, but specifically in Florida, and they can't really hack the government, but what they can do is they can make government equipment malfunction to their benefit. So I don't know if you'd call that hacking.
How do they do that?
Well, mostly like they'd splash water and like damage
Oh.
equipment and stuff. But they would do it in a logistical manner, in which then they would take advantage of the broken system.
You know, I was at the beach once, and I had my BlackBerry out, and I was, surfing the web and talking to all the cool kids, when this wave came by and splashed on my phone and just ruined it. Was that the Gators doing?
What year was it?
It was 2022.
Oh, okay. I was about to say if it's 2020, then that's pretty. So
I know. I think it was 2020.
Yeah, I mean, if 2020, basically anything can happen, and I wouldn't be surprised. It might have been Gators. Sometimes Gators are known to pack up in a team.
But there's no way to know.
Exactly. There's not really a way to
There's
know.
no evidence.
Yeah.
I didn't see any gators, but I did see a stick that looked awfully suspicious like a gator.
They do sometimes lay on their sides and like look like
They have
sticks.
disguises.
If you could say that, they make themselves look like things, but they don't change their form.
Did they train ninja assassins?
Ninja assassin frogs.
They hired the frogs to do it.
Yes.
Because a
they-
gator can't hide very well.
Exactly. So they hire the frogs to be ninja
Okay.
assassins, but they also hire the frogs to sing, since the alligators can't sing themselves.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's why they don't like alligator music, because they can't sing.
Exactly. And they especially
Oh.
don't like when you make songs about alligators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why the people who made the Crocodile Rock, they're gone.
Really?
Has anyone ever talked about them?
Frogs killed
No, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
Frogs killed them.
dead.
Yep.
Frogs, yeah. There was that song that came out. Remember Jeremiah was a bullfrog?
Yep.
There's even that line there. It says, and he killed the guy who wrote the crocodile song.
Yep.
Made him dead.
That's verse 2.
Verse 2, 3. So, looks like we are running short on time here. Getting a little carried away. And, let's see if we got any questions here from our viewers. Looks like we got one here. And he says, are gators partial to baby carrots?
Are they partial to baby carrots?
I don't make these questions up. That's what it says.
Okay, can you rephrase the question?
Okay. Would a widow gator like a baby carrot on its plate?
So,
How was that, Mr. Producer?
It was alright.
It's all right.
You
know
could
what?
do better.
I'm gonna fire you. Yeah, you should be stressed.
I'm your boss.
This isn't working out. I think you might get fired at the end of this.
do you guys normally do this?
No.
Yeah, we have a perfect relationship.
I mean, this is
We
his
got a lot of
first
stuff
time
done.
being on the show, so
This is my
I'm
ninth time.
not seeing any more of these in the future.
This is my ninth time.
10th time.
Ninth time.
10th time.
I hate you! Sorry, I used to do that with my son.
Back when he was here.
He was still alive.
Is he dead?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Not yet, anyway.
Don't dramatize
When I get my
things.
hands on him.
Hold on. How much is he in jail for? Like, what's his bail?
Oh, his bail?
Yeah.
I think it was like $30.
Oh,
I don't have that money.
I don't pay him much.
See, I don't get paid.
Wow. Well,
I'm only doing this for my son.
Maybe I'll donate some money after the show to help.
You
him
would
get
do
out.
that?
Yeah.
But don't
Thank you,
donate any fake diamonds, or else you'll go in jail
Oh
too.
dear.
Yeah, I won't take any diamonds for you. I won't be tricked again. Okay. Well, I think that wraps up all our questions for this episode. We've learned a lot about gators and their apparent secret worlds.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, for briefing us on these secrets of the reptilian underground.
Yes. Thank you for
Are
having
we
me
honorary
on.
members of the Gators?
Now that you know, you're a couple steps closer. But
Closer.
you still have to go to Florida, do the
Pay the membership fee.
the sacrifice. Exactly.
The sacrifice.
Yeah.
I don't remember that in the brochure.
Well, you didn't get one yet.
Oh, because you haven't sent it to me?
Exactly.
Can I sacrifice the producer?
No. You don't sacrifice people. You just sacrifice like a diamond. Or
Oh, I knew
two.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
I got plenty of those.
Exactly.
I don't have enough money to pay the bail. Well, we should all do the gator cry at the end.
The
You
gator
know,
cry.
the gay.
Oh yes. You've watched my commercial.
Every episode
Yes.
of the commercial.
Commercial.
All right,
Alright.
guys. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully, TT Showbiz decides to get his lazy bum back here. Until next time.
We'll see about that.
Gator!